Given the formula c equals to 2400 over p plus m, find the value of p when c equals to 880 and m is equals to 400. Alright, so let's go ahead and write out the expression first. C is equals to 2400 over p plus m. Okay, so how we can approach this is we can first replace whatever variables we have with the values given. Alright, and then do the manipulation of the expression after that. Alright, so c is 880, okay, equals to 2400 over p plus m. M is 400. Okay, so when they say find the value of p, what does that mean? That means eventually we want to rearrange this expression, okay, until we get to a point where we say p equals to some value. All right, that is what we want. Okay, so how do I go about that? So we look at all the p terms, group them together, and everything else we bring to the other side. So in this case, only this fraction here has the variable p, and everything else are just numbers. So we can bring this 400 over, and as we said just now, as long as I bring any variable or number across the equal sign, the sign will change. So 400 is a positive number here. When I bring it across, it will become negative. Okay, again, why am I bringing this across? Because I want to isolate p to one side and everything else to the other side. So what I have is 880 minus 400 equals to 2400 over p. Okay, so what is 880 minus 400? That will be 480 equals to 2400 over p. Okay, so how do I proceed from this? Okay, so on the right hand side you have a fraction, all right, which is where p is the denominator. On the left hand side you have a whole number, all right, and so one of the things you can do is you can make the left hand side also a fraction. Okay, and how do I make it a fraction? Basically 480 is the same as 480 over 1, correct? Because any number divided by 1 is the same number. Okay, and once we have a single fraction on the left hand side and a single fraction on the right hand side, you can do what we call cross multiplication. Okay, so how does cross multiplication work? So given any expression where a over b is equals to c over d, to cross multiply, you take the denominator of the opposite side and you multiply the opposite side, all right, and then you do the same thing for the other denominator. All right, so d will cross over to from the right to the left. So what I have on the left hand side is a times d, and b cross over to the other side, and what I'll get is c multiplied by b. All right, so that is basically your cross multiplication approach. Okay, so it's a very easy technique, and I'm going to apply that technique over here. So what is going to happen is p is going to multiply here and 1 is going to multiply here. So on the left hand side I'll get 480p equals to 2400. Okay, so with that I can bring 480 over. So again, the relationship here is a multiply, so I must do the inverse of it, which is division. So I'll get 2400 over 480, and that will give me a value of 5. So the final answer for P here is 5. Okay, thank you.